The simplest way to describe my work is I'm looking at how plant roots forage for nutrients in the soil. I'm focusing on nitrogen, which is the most important nutrient for plant growth and productivity. I'm working in an interdisciplinary project with me as a biologist, a biophysicist, and a computational biologist. And the results that I gained from my experiments in the lab is mathematically modeled and then implemented to tiny robots to understand how plant roots forage for nitrogen. The biggest challenge that I face at the moment is I'm currently at the critical period of my career, which is the transitional period. And like people and friends that are in the same situation, we are currently searching for the right path for our future career, whether to stay in academia or go for industry path, and even if we want to stay in academia, whether we want to do pure research or teaching or combination of the two. I'm interested in underutilized crops, and my plan is to integrate the basic sciences, the molecular biology, the cell biology part, with something that's more applied, such as these underutilized crops. And the biggest challenge is there are not a lot of opportunities out there for this type of research, and most of them require a more independent position in order to pursue it. So the asset program really gives me an opportunity to interact with other scientists in Africa, and it really, I guess, the biggest impact that asset had for me is that it changes my perspective in the important issues and concerns regarding agricultural research in Africa. So before asset, the knowledge that I know, the knowledge that I gained about agricultural problems in Africa is just through scientific articles and research papers. And when I actually discussed with the African scientists during the asset program, I realized that there are more to it. It's not just pest and pathogen and drought, but surprisingly more research is needed on underutilized crops. And that actually the projects that the asset researchers are actually doing. So my goal for the coming year is to do a research project that will serve as a foundation for a long-term research focusing on underutilized crops. I would like to contribute to the research of underutilized crops by studying them to improve, to preserve, and also to promote these crops as alternative food resources. And if you look at most of the developing countries with these crops, most of these crops are important traditionally, and also it has close ties with close cultural ties to these people. And by actually promoting more of these crops, that would hopefully help with poverty and hunger in these countries.